Molly was a little girl who loved drawing more than anything. One afternoon she found a small box of chalk hidden under an old tree. The colors inside were brighter than any chalk she had ever seen. She picked it up with curious eyes.
Molly walked to the old brick wall beside her house. She drew a tall door with blue chalk, adding a round golden knob. The moment she finished, the wall began to glow with a soft golden light. Something magical was happening.
The chalk door swung open with a soft whoosh. Behind it stood a forest where every tree was made of candy and lollipops. The flowers smelled sweet like sugar and honey. Molly gasped with wide, delighted eyes. Molly ran happily through the candy forest, tasting the sweet flowers and collecting chocolate stars. When the candy sky turned to twilight, she walked back through the chalk door. She arrived safely home, her pockets full of sweet treasures. That night she fell asleep with the biggest smile.
The next morning, Molly woke up buzzing with excitement. She ran straight to the old brick wall outside. This time, she chose a blue-green chalk and drew a tall door with wave patterns along the frame. She could already hear the sound of the ocean.
The door opened and yet no water rushed in. Molly stepped through and found she could breathe perfectly. She was inside a brilliant underwater city glowing with soft blue light. Rainbow fish swam all around her like living confetti.
The underwater city was filled with talking fish who wore tiny hats. A friendly fish named Bubble offered to give Molly a tour. They played hide and seek in the colorful coral forest. Molly laughed so hard that bubbles floated up all around her.
Before she left, Bubble gave Molly a shimmering shell necklace as a gift. Molly thanked her new friend with a big, warm hug. She walked back safely through the glowing chalk door. That night she dreamed of the ocean's gentle song.
On the third day, Molly was so excited she drew the door very quickly. Her hand trembled and the lines came out crooked. The door looked strange and wobbly, but she opened it anyway without a second thought.
Behind the crooked door there was no bright world waiting. Molly saw only darkness and swirling gray mist. She felt a chill and stepped back quickly, but before she could close it, something had already slipped through.
The shadow was tall and swirling with no clear shape. It had two soft silver eyes that glowed faintly in the dim light. It did not look angry or frightening. It looked completely lost. It turned slowly, gazing at the world around it with confusion.
Molly felt a pang of guilt in her chest. It was her crooked door that had brought the shadow here by mistake. She hugged her little bear tightly and made a decision. Tomorrow she would find a way to help the shadow find its way home.
The next morning, Molly went outside to find the shadow. It was still there, sitting quietly under the big old tree. Molly brought it some bread, but the shadow did not eat. It simply looked at her with soft silver eyes full of sadness.
Molly spoke to the shadow in a gentle, soft voice. The shadow answered with a sound like a breeze passing through the trees. Molly understood. It missed its own world terribly. She nodded and promised she would take it home.
Molly thought carefully about how to draw the door correctly this time. She picked up the chalk slowly and drew every line with great care. Each stroke was smooth and steady and true. The new door glowed with a soft and gentle purple light.
The chalk door swung open and soft purple light poured out. The shadow stepped through slowly, its silver eyes brightening with joy. It turned one last time to look at Molly. Its eyes blinked twice, a quiet, gentle thank you.
After the door closed, Molly sat down quietly on the ground. She held the box of chalk gently in both hands. Her heart felt warm and light and free. She knew she had done the right thing.
Molly looked at the old wall and smiled softly. She understood now that this chalk was no ordinary toy. Its power had to be used carefully, and with a caring heart, she made a quiet promise to herself to always draw with patience.
The next day, Molly drew a new door slowly and lovingly. It opened to a meadow full of pink flowers swaying in the breeze. Golden butterflies came to dance around her. Molly laughed softly, happier than ever before. In the evening, Molly came home and placed the chalk box gently on her shelf. She hugged her little stuffed bear and climbed into bed. Her heart was full of warmth, wonder, and gratitude. She closed her eyes and dreamed of all the doors still waiting to be drawn.